Hello my dear Scorpio, this is your love and spirituality reading for the month of July 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We are soon entering into Cancer season, so remember to say happy birthday to all Cancers out there. And this is a general reading for Sun, Moon and Rising sign, and I read for the signs in order of most liked videos. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And for this reading, I used the 78 Tarot Mythical by 78 Tarot Global Art Collaboration Limited Edition. It was voted winner in the semi-final against 3 other 78 Tarot decks, and it also won the final against the Celtic Dragon Tarot. I had so many beautiful decks to choose from this time around, and I couldn't make up my mind which one to use at my channel, and I'm truly grateful for all the help with choosing this magical deck. If this is not your personal favorite, however, I expect you to be honorable and acknowledge that the vote is over and that this deck won. So bless your heart, everyone, and thank you for the love in all shapes and forms. I have done a bonus reading for Scorpio since your May reading was the most watched of all my videos all time, like watched minutes, over 1 point something million viewed minutes in just that video. So to celebrate that, to my thankful, beautiful Scorpios, I made a Scorpio bonus reading a week ago. You can check that out on my channel. You can go to the community section. It's on top listed there. Okay, so I will start shuffling your cards. And when I open your deck here, I see the 4 of Pentacles together with 3 of Wands. So 4 of Pentacles together with 3 of Wands. It's like you are going to go into some kind of negotiation, but you're not going to give too much into that negotiation. You're not going to sell yourself off. You're going to hold on to what you want, and you're not going to be overly enthusiastic about getting this goal, this negotiation into fruition, because it's more important for you, it seems, to have your self-respect and to kind of not budge in this situation. Okay, so I call the Divine with love and light. And here we have a 5 of Wands with the 3 of Wands. We can see this this girl. She looks suspiciously at this cabin. It reminds me of the story of Hansel and Gretel that met this witch in this little cabin in the forest. And here we have the 5 of Wands, which is about a combative personality, like someone that wants to have drama, wants to pick a fight, wants to start arguing with you. And I guess that's why you're not so particularly keen on getting everything going again. Maybe you are not as addicted to drama as maybe this other person. So 3 of Wands, should you, shouldn't you? It's like the decision has already been made, but you are not fully into it. Okay, so I call the 4 archangels. See here, I don't want to scratch the beautiful edges on this card. 4 archangels, and here we have the 9 of Cups with the 5 of Wands. So it's a certain allure to this situation anyways. It's something that you want, it's something that you like or you have dreamt of. It might be that someone wants to come and apologize to you, and this is what you have dreamt of, but you don't want back the bad things, you want back the good things. So you're going to go into this negotiation, or the person is saying, I'm sorry, can you forgive me? And so you're going to go into this with open eyes. You're not going to be fooled by anything here. You are clear, you have a clear mind. But the 9 of Cups, it shows that you have a lot of needs invested into this situation. You truly would like this person to have changed, or to have become a better person, or at least to understand what it is that you wanted to say here, that maybe they never understood this, and now maybe they just want you to be able to move forward, but you are going to have to talk about this thoroughly back and forth and see that, yeah, okay, so they fully understand what wasn't working for me, and I will and they can make a change for the future. Okay, so 6 elements, death card with the 5 of Wands, death. So it's going to be an end of the fighting one way or the other. 6 of Cups, so that's reconciliation. So you want this reconciliation darn much, but if there's not a real new peace between you, you're going to let it go. So it's very mature of you, very strong of you. It's like the serenity prayer, the things you cannot change, the things you can, and accept the things you cannot change the things you can, and have the wisdom to know the difference, because there's no use in beating a dead horse or something that's going to be the same old again and again. Okay, so yes, there was happy moments in this situation, but might have been one person kind of wanted to dictate all the rules, or were not able to maybe move forward into commitment, or maybe they were too scared to engage themselves fully and wanted to control and manipulate the situation. And with the 10 of Swords here, I think you are dealing with a person that might be in some way traumatized, so that's why they can't function in this harmonic level with other people, and trying to win over you always, even if you just try to be nice towards this person, you just try to love them, and they just try to win over you constantly, over and over again, maybe even by seeking love elsewhere. You can abuse this kind of love. You can fool all these girls, or all, if this is boys, from whatever point of view, you can fool all these people that no, it's only you, and no, it's only you. So everyone thinks that I'm in a relationship with this person, but they are not. It's a situationship where this person needs a lot of people to feel safe. Like, if that one fails me, I have these other people. So it's a very selfish entity you are dealing with. So I guess that's why you don't have so much hope on this negotiation or this reconciliation, because the person is all about themselves and how they can become happy. So even if they don't have other people, it's very hard for them to live in harmony with you like this, because they need to control you. If there comes in an element of control here, the beautiful intimacy would be gone. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Scorpio viewers. So I want my dear Scorpios to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so sorry for my squeaky chair, needs to rest my back a little bit. So I will tune in for a few seconds here to you and the energy of July for you. Okay. So my dear Scorpios, this is your future there, and this is your now there, and this is your past, the Hangman. So I think you have been waiting for this apology. You have been waiting for this reconciliation. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a situation at work or at school or with friends. But we have waited patiently for the other person to kind of get it. For you, it was so obvious that what was wrong in the situation, but they weren't able to see it. Okay, the penny never dropped. Okay, maybe you weren't able to reach them. Maybe you tried to, like, in such a humble way to explain your feelings that it didn't reach them, or maybe they weren't able to see things your way. Maybe they had decided upon something and they couldn't see that it was in another way. Maybe because of fear. If they saw you as their enemy, but you really just try to love them, they might not have believed you. So this with the Hangman, I think it's a situation where you're waiting for someone else to mature. It's what I'm feeling. Yeah, needs to open their eyes and their ears and understand, one thing or two. So that's your hope, I guess. And that was the level in the past, and this is the level now. So with the Seven of Pentacles, you're kind of bored of waiting. So how long will it take before the penny drops on this person and they realize that kind of we belong together? I think there's love here, or that could be a fruitful future if this is more a professional collaboration. But you have waited for such a long time. Also now you're still waiting, and nothing has truly happened. No one is reaching out. No one is talking. We have this wall around the throat chakra here. And it's gray, so it's kind of boring also. Probably it was more exciting when you were with this person with all the drama. But, well, sometimes it can get too much with this drama. Okay, so into your future we have the Emperor. So that's seems like a lot of action. So someone is coming in or reaching out and wants to have some things done. They have decided upon something and they're sure what they want. This is Odin. So Odin was the greatest of the Nordic gods. He was the All-Father, like the one that ruled them all, like the ring. Okay, and he was a warrior, so he was fierce, he was strong, and he was a war, like he has this war strategy going on. So he had Hugin and Mumin, like two satellites, Raven, that he sent out every day to search the planet for news. Okay, so Hugin and Mumin, it's thought and memory. So it's kind of looking into the past, looking into the future, figuring things out, kind of the human mind. Maybe he had some technology at his disposal as well, I don't know. And it has this horse, it called Sleipnir, and it has 8 legs, so it's moving very, very, very fast, like lightning speed here. And he had sacrificed one of his eyes to the wisdom well. So he gave it to some goddesses. And they put it in the wisdom well, and it was so he was able to have track also of the intuition and his emotions. So he wasn't all just like a man's man. He were in tune with his feminine side, and this was what made him so powerful. He had a great intuition. He knew what was going to happen, and he kept a lot of control as well. But he also wrote poetry and other things. So he wasn't only this warrior person. He was like all over the scales. He had so many different things going for him. So I think that this might be a person where finally the penny dropped. Okay, so they have both their feminine and their masculine side in place, but they're still all about themselves a little bit. Yeah, we had the Seven of Pentacles there. This is 12, the Hangman. 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. It's connected to the Empress card and also to the World card. So the to God and to the womb, we can say, or the divine feminine. And this is the divine masculine that sometimes has a little bit problem with feeling inferior, since it seems like everything in the world is mirroring back that females are important, like hens lays eggs, horses have foals. The stallion, he's just there to do his act, and then no one cares about this character. So for males, it's very important to make a mark on the world, because they don't know if their progeny is even theirs. It might be like the postman's progeny. So he's very fierce in his, he wants to be important. He doesn't want to be forgotten. He wants to be seen. And sometimes this can go a little bit overboard with the person being a little bit single-minded. But here, when it depicts as Odin, it's not my favorite character. I probably like Thor better, or Freya, or even Loki. But Odin, he had his shit together. We can't say anything about that. And he had this spiritual side to him, where he also hanged upside down, you know, like the hangman, for 9 days. So he got this epiphany of the runes. Before, the Nordic countries didn't have a written language, so they got the runes, and it was through his shamanistic travels into this realm of giving birth to new things. So he had this, both his feminine and the masculine side going for him. So it might be some hope for this if you have been dealing with a stubborn kind of male energy, but it can be in a female person as well. We have a lot of females being like this, ruling with the iron fist, okay? So it's not a sexual thing, it's a energetic thing, okay? This is your past, and here we have the Fool. So I think you made a jump for it. You just went with your soul. So before you tried to tame yourself and behave in a certain kind of way, probably to be liked and to be loved and to be appreciated. And the Fool is not a rebel per se. He's not a rebel like that, but he has his pure intention, this white flower there, and he has his luggage, like the things he had been through before. But he has this purity with him, where he goes with his soul. He follows his intuition, this little tapping creature, hello, and he follows his intuition, and he has faith, okay, and he knows that he is going to have to do something that requires bravery. He's going to have to leave his comfort zone here. He's a Yeti. Yetis are a little bit shy, so he doesn't want to leave his comfort zone. They are shy because maybe they are the remedies, like the last remedy of the a former human population, Bigfoot, Yeti, whatever, and they have lived isolated, so they survived like this because human beings are dangerous. It's the most dangerous creature in the world, and here he's going to leave his comfort zone because his soul has told him so. We can also see he has a opened third eye. And a very gentle demeanor. So I think a person has been forced to be their true self, no matter of the consequences. And the consequences was the hangman, like something, a dream didn't work out truly as we wanted it to, but we have faith. Okay, we did this thing what we needed to do anyways. And here we have death. So death comes, it's both 12 here, the hangman, and 13 death. So we are going through the kind of the dark night of the soul, or a big sacrifice, like someone has done a big sacrifice. For example, it might be the codependent finally decide to not be codependent anymore, and I can't keep on with this fighting, and I can't keep on trying to calm this person down. They're laying all the responsibility on the situation on me, and they want me to fix it for them, so they can become angry and upset, like with the Five of Wands, causing drama, and they want me to fix it. Mama should fix it, okay, daddy should fix it. But here, with the death card, you just, no, I won't fix it this time, and I don't care about the consequences here. I don't care if we lose our trust between us or the love between us, because it was anyway one-sided, okay? So only major arcana cards here in the past: the hangman, the fool, death. So you're just trusting your intuition here. You're trusting your fate in the divine and in yourself, this is the right thing to do. And here we have meditation. This is a special card for this deck only. It comes in other of 78 tarot decks as well, but it's 81 cards in this deck, and meditation is the first one of them. And it shows a situation where you kind of just need to tune into your soul and accept whatever happens, let go of the things that you cannot hold on to, because you want something that's greater. We can give up love to have a gentleman love or chivalry love. We can give up this tainted love, this one-sided love, to get a higher love. We can give up a work, even though it paid our bills, because we know we have a higher calling and a other place to be. We don't want to waste our time at a place where we're not happy. So here it's like, don't worry, be happy kind of situation, where we just go into the now and accept whatever happens. It will be kind of a rocky situation like this, where you will not have outside certainty, might have lost your marriage since 30 years back, or you're not sure of your relationships anymore with friends and family, or romantic relationships, and it might be that you're not sure on your career anymore, or not even sure that your dreams are the one you wanted. So it's a little bit rocky situation, but it seems like you're being guided both by your own fierce courage, like your courage. You have the courage to do this, even if you don't know where it will end up. But during this time, having so much courage, you need to also take very good care of yourself. So meditate a lot, heighten your frequency, calm yourself down, don't worry, be happy, okay? And just chill, don't let yourself be traumatized just because things are uncertain, and maybe people haven't supported you that much, and you want to move away from them, but you don't know the consequences. So don't worry, okay? Be happy. Okay, I'm writing this down so I will remember that song for you. So Major Arcana card, and this is also kind of Major Arcana. It doesn't belong to the Minor Arcana. It's an extra card. So I went one more Star card. So you're very much guided. You have been very much guided in the past to do something that was... you probably went against the force that you have feared before, maybe an authority or a loved one that you didn't want to lose, or friends that, there was a condition to your friendship. They needed to dictate the rules, and if they weren't able to, they walked away from you. So you just had to let this happen. And the divine is saying, yes, kudos on you, good work, okay? So you're going towards this higher dream here. You sacrifice the lower dream for the higher dream. So that's, of course, the sacrifice speech from Beautiful Creatures. Maybe I have put it in the description box for you before, maybe even last time, I don't remember. So sacrifice speech coming up in the description box, together with Don't Worry, Be Happy, also in the description box, so you can find them there. And it might be that I feel like a sense of self-love needs to be developed here, that we can't really rely on other people to love and take care of us. We need to love and take care of ourselves. The Star card is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. So it's connected to strength, becoming a grown-up person, becoming your own authority, knowing that whatever happens, I can deal with it. Whatever challenge comes along, I deal with it. And I keep myself calm while doing so, because I have trust in the divine and in my higher dream of how I want to be treated, that I'm allowed to have boundaries, that I'm worthy of love, that I'm worthy of fulfilling my life mission. So this is a beautiful depiction of self-love. I'm sorry for the light. It's because it's kind of like cloudy outside, but still too bright to have the curtains down, and a little bit too dark to have it's too bright to have the curtains up and too dark to have them down. So it's that kind of day, but I still need to get your readings out. And here we have a 10 of Cups. So that's the highest card for love in the Minor Arcana. So I was actually about to say, that was my intention to say with this pink thing, but I just said something else. And when that's happening, it's usually the divine is kind of taking me over and saying that, okay, self-love is more important here. But it's also the other thing that this other love is still surviving. It's still surviving. You tolerate, you are as tolerant as you were before. You just want change, okay? So nothing has changed within you, but you are asking for change in the other person, that they actually need to grow up and mature and to become a whole person, be able to not always win and have like all these securities for them, that things needs to be in the certain way that they want, but it can't be in the way you want. So your needs wasn't fulfilled in this situation, whatever kind of relationship it was, work related or romantic or otherwise. As your needs wasn't fulfilled, and you had to just, okay, so I'm worthy of more because of my self-love here. We can also see the pink as well in the death card there. So it's like a new dawn for you, where you wanted real love. You didn't want to play the parent role to someone that was too hysterical to be able to cope with reality. With reality that other people have needs, and people can't always dance after what you want or you desire. So one have compromised themselves a lot in this relationship because the other one couldn't compromise. To compromise, they had to mature. They had to rise from being maybe a 3-year-old to becoming a 8 or 10-year-old at least, mentally, like in this department. Some stay 3-year-olds their whole life, and being the rebel, and I can do this myself, and throwing their plate of food off the table, and mommy picks it up again and again. So this ends now. It's just, human evolution needs to happen. So you're willing to sacrifice what you had for what you can get, okay, something better. And it might also be that there's another love out there for you, because I'm hearing something with something better. See, every girl like you, or boy like you, deserves a gentleman or a gentlewoman. So either it comes in this shape or form of the old situation or a new situation. It's kind of up to the divine and to a destiny, what is being presented. You can just ask for it. You control your creation as far as to what to wish for, and to say yes and no to what's being presented, but you can't control what's being presented. So that's, you can only react to. So that was your past, very intense. You went through some kind of destined change that was a higher calling, really, and you did so with the greatest honor. So good work, Scorpio. And this is in the now. So we have a 6 of Swords here, and I've forgotten what was underneath here. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles, just waiting. We have made all the action we could make, and now you're just waiting. But in the same time, not only waiting, but actually moving on. Okay, so you're still moving on. You haven't stopped your evolution. You're still working on your evolution. So if this little bit more immature person wants to catch up with you, they're probably in a little bit of a hurry. Okay, so 6 of Swords, we can see that this person has a certain glow around them. They are filled with this inspiration from this, what they have done. They follow their higher calling, so they are kind of vibrating on a little bit higher frequency now because of their bravery, and they want to leave this the problems behind, and they want something new. They want something new and fresh. If they would end up in the same situation they were in before, they would have to keep on moving on. So there's no rest for the wicked, kind of. But in this time, it's not the wicked. It's the person that needs to go with their pure intention. So they won't stay until they find a human society or a relationship or workplace where their true self, like their natural born self, will be loved for who they are. And Also, of course, always taking responsibility for your part in this. So you can't just be like, well, this is who I am, you need to take me as I am, and you stomp in with muddy feet in someone's cleaned living room. No, that's not the way. So don't put any crap in front of other people. Just, look at your mirror, in the image in the mirror before you start to become aggressive or angry, or start to, make a mess with things. So here we have a Two of Wands, so it's a little bit contradictory. Six of Wands, moving forward. Two of Wands, hold your horses. So I'm thinking you're moving on, but you're still kind of, well, are you coming? Will you come along? I have my boundaries now. I love myself. I have my self-respect, but are you coming? It's a beautiful depiction of a person that is so in tune with their own inner nature. And they react with clear boundaries when something is happening. It's maybe a volcanic eruption even, but they are still the fertilization of the land, like the love of the land. They bring everything to this. Volcanic ashes is kind of one of the most fertile soils in the world. It gives and it takes. So you want equal balance, of course. We can notice also all the people holding the wand, and it's the water, and here they're driving a lot of boats. So it's definitely a journey. It's a journey into some new realm, and you want to make this journey, but you want to have the people with you. You wish for them to grow too. You don't want to make this journey without your soul people, even if they are a little bit, when they go down into their bodies, they can become so difficult to deal with. When they are in their soul, they are enlightened, they are beautiful, and you often see their soul when you are in a relationship with these people. That's your soul family. So you see their soul, and you don't understand why are they behaving like this? Why aren't they getting it? But it's because they went down in 3D and they had to face their blockages and their karmas, and also maybe they were sent down as a very beautiful soul into a corrupted bloodline, like a bloodline with a lot of shame and guilt and homicide and control and selfish behavior. So they have a big fat ancestral karma to deal with. So they were sent there to deal with this. And if you were sent into the same situation, maybe you would have been as blind. Yes. And also it might... the male population today haven't made a revolution just yet. Okay, females are allowed to wear trousers. They can be priests. They can be captains of a boat. They can be president. They can be whatever they want. But males can't. Okay, they still. It's a little bit. If they are going to wear pink, it's going to be a little bit rebellion, like a little bit rebellion going on, not something that people are used to. If it comes a girl in trousers, no one is reacting, but 100 some years ago, this was unheard of, okay? So we have done our revolution, but the male hasn't. They are not allowed to wear skirts if they're not in Scotland or wearing some tunica, maybe being a Bedouin, but in other case, no. So they haven't done their revolution just yet. So if they are in a male body, they also have this that's not working for them. So it's nothing wrong with their soul probably, and you wonder why it's this delays, and you want to carry on, you want to move on. It's a door also. So I think there's like some precious timeline that needs to be, you need to do this in a certain amount of time before the planet change or whatever. So the gateway is open now, but will it be open forever? You want them to come with you. So we are actually, as a whole human being, like a human being in general, is making an evolution right now, and we need to let go of old karma and heal ourselves and become our true selves to make this journey. And it seems like you are going in warp speed, and maybe this other person that you are supposed to do this, it was kind of destined, you were supposed to do this journey with them, they don't get it. Okay, so they what kind of evolution? I want to be as I have always been. I don't want to change. I have decided on this make me feel comfortable. I don't want to leave my comfort zone. I don't want to give up half my power. I don't want to be equals. I want to be on top so I can decide over you, and then I feel calm. So you're stressing them out with your demands here. They want to keep their old things. So 5 of Pentacles feels off suddenly. A 5 of Pentacles. Yes, I guess you can feel like this at times. Maybe you feel very unique and like an alien, like you are the only one that get it. Maybe it's you that's the problem, you're thinking. Maybe it's you that got it wrong. Maybe you need to return to, you know, the old situation and just be content and try to work things through. So that might be a thought, but mostly I think this is the other person. They feel shunted out by you. They don't understand that you want to love them. You only want to love them. You just want to have peace with them, but they need to want to have peace with you as well. So you haven't shunted it out because of hate or judgment. You have shunted them out, or not even shunted them out. You just moved on. So the person wasn't quick enough to move along with you. So they shunted out themselves by kind of not adapting to the situation. So, and that's very central. So I guess what's very central is people's bad self-esteem and the fear of not belonging or not being good enough. So this is what making these other persons unable to develop, because they know what they have, crappy self-esteem. They don't know what they will get. Even more crappy self-esteem maybe. If you win over them, how will they feel? They don't know that when they finally open up with this intimacy towards you and, you know, give you their trust and they earn your trust, it's kind of like coming home. It's like being in heaven but on earth. They just don't realize that. They think that power and control is heaven on earth. But that's not heaven, that's hell. Okay, so next here we have a 4 of Pentacles, comes underneath the Star card, also Star 17 Strength. So I'm feeling this is why you have your wall up here. The 4 of Pentacles is a very sturdy building usually. This is a sturdy tree. So the wall is up, the person is outside. That's just how it's going to be until they can behave, like, you know, take off their dirty shoes when going on your cleaned living room floor. So they're not to dirty up this relationship. It's supposed to be high frequency relationship, like star heavenly sent relationship on earth. It's not supposed to be like this. They think it needs to be like this for some reason. Well, we are here, life is hell, hell is other people, everyone works against me always, I never have any luck, so I'm already in hell. So don't talk to me about love. Love is it's just in movies, okay? Fulfilled dreams or having a shooting star career, it's just in movies. It's just not for real. So this person is really negative, like have a very negative look on life, and you are trying to probably keep like boundaries towards them. And it's also another story here about what the person have like owned or what they have been able to obtain in power and control and riches and whatnot. Even if it's falling around them, like these tree branches, they still want to keep whatever they can have. They want to be on top. They want to be playing this game. I don't know the name in English, but it's a game where you stand on top of a hill and you push everyone else down. So they want to be the person on top of the hill. That's the only one that's safe. Okay, so they're very scared entities. And here we have the World card. So, World card. We have the Hangman already, 12. This is 21. So we can see this is an ending of a cycle. Like either they make it or they don't. It's touch and go here. Whatever time is moving on, life is moving on with or without them. So this is a person that has hope, looking at the sky still. This person has no hope. It's like that's that story, that's part of the story is ended. They also are putting a spear to their heart. Janus, I think it's the name of this god. It's a two-faced god, and it shows this Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. But it actually even more shows the transition between eons, okay? The old eon where fear ruled, power ruled. If I have power over you, I don't have to be fearful, but in other case, I will have fear. That era is kind of gone. It's going to be an end of it. And this is the new beginning. And in this, it can be like a separation where dimensionally we will separate, that the people that wants to continue living like this, they will continue living on this earth, and it's like the other side of the population, they disappeared, they died, but they actually went up in vibration together with the new earth, okay? And 7 of Pentacles, so it's tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock is what I'm feeling, time. So the World card is kind of a comfort to you. It's telling you that, well, it will work out for you, however, but we might have soldiers lost in the battle, okay? So it's like the lost astronaut syndrome. When we sent out beautiful souls to do missions on Earth, and they did those missions, but they got so traumatized they weren't able to take themselves back. They actually disconnected from ground control, from the divine, like Houston wasn't able to reach them. And they were on these isolated planets, and they wouldn't come back. And when we sent troops to get them with love, they just answered with hostility and war. And that's why they are, and they can continue being like this, and we might be able to send troops again, like when we are on another lap here, we can send, okay, now these souls have incarnated in our new earth, and now we can try and save them again, but they need to save themselves. If they don't want to be saved, if they want to live in hell, that's kind of up to them. And another person can just, they can put out a road like this. This is the road you are supposed to follow, but they can't force anyone to follow it. You can lead a horse to the water hole, but you can't force it to drink the water, even if it needs the water, even if it needs the love, okay? And it's something else as well here, but it's a little bit hard to grasp. I think this person feels that the love is fake, so they don't believe it, and that's why they can't take the offering, and they don't trust you. It doesn't matter what you do, they still don't trust you because they don't trust themselves. So I think pain is necessary in this situation, like a lot of pain until the person kind of caves. A death, 5 of Pentacles, we'll see what comes here. And if they feel a lot of pain, they might cave in. And here we have a Knight of Cups, so that's the Fool card, 6 of Swords. I think the offer is still there. You kind of still love this person, or you still want peace with them, no matter what they have done. You might feel hurt, like the part of you that's supposed to hold up a boundary towards other people, like the King of Swords personality inside of you, can be very judgmental in these situations and think, hell no. But your soul still seems to have an opening. It's still like the gift is being held out. Like, I'm still having an open door for you. So we can see here with meditation, 2 of Wands, kind of waiting, holding my horses. I'm on this journey. I'm moving on. But I want to wait for you. You're so darn slow. So the offer is still on here, even into the future. Even if the cycle is kind of closing. The door is closing. And here we have the Queen of Swords. Sorry, I had to rest my back. Death, 2 of Wands, Queen of Swords. I feel like you're getting a little bit pissed here. Or it might be the person you're dealing with can be an air sign as well. But if that is so, you are kind of stealing their mojo. Before they were the very suspicious one. Now you have gotten this element of suspicion too. So there's 2 sides of you. This Knight of Cups and this Queen of Swords. So it's still an offering, but the offering is, it's kind of conditioned. You have an ultimatum. So this is how it's going to be. It's not negotiable. I can give you the love, but I won't cave in with the other demands, okay? And Queen of Swords, she's Kali. You can see this is another goddess. I don't remember her name, but she's more like a Hawaii kind of goddess. There was a movie, DreamWorks or Disney recently, where she was in. I think you can watch this movie and understand more about the Queen of Swords here. Her different sides can be like a flip of a coin, so she can flip easily, but she has this undying love for the humankind. But if they don't evolve, she will be fierce and can be a little bit blinded by this fierce anger, or it's kind of a justice system that's being installed here. So waiting, but justice needs to be done. It needs to be fair. It needs to be like the person needs to be conscious. You know, you need to wake up. This is a union between head and heart. So the person needs to, you know, snap, wake up. And here's the Eight of Cups. Meditation, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. So this is a sadness. If the person doesn't wake up, you're going to have to move on without them. It's just, there's no option. So you will feel this as you are detaching from the person. You might not remember them as much as you did before. You don't think of them on a daily basis, and that's when the divine is helping you to move on, okay, cutting ties with them. This won't happen until all hope is gone, okay? Then it will happen and you will be released, so you will be able to move on from this situation. But it's a sadness because you weren't able to take this love with you, the lost astronaut here. And here we have a Seven of Wands, Star card, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. This is an element of war, is what I'm feeling. So you're going to have to move on, but why comes the war? So I need to look. Taking from Oracle of Visions with Cyril Marchetti. Can I get a clarification for the Seven of Wands? It's war, and it's someone put their heart or their sadness in a box. So I'm guessing this is the lost astronaut. So you are moving on and they are pissed. And they still don't want to show what's in their heart, but they can be angry with you and they can make a mess for you or take revenge on you, or, you know, try to sabotage things for you. And they're not going to give in. And you have gone, so what's the fuss? So it's no use to argue now. You have moved on, the situation is over, but I think they still want to get something out of this, okay? They want to get something out of this. They don't want you to move on. They want you to stay in misery with them. And here we have the Moon card. So, too late should the sinner awakened, I guess. I think this is their pain is coming now, but it's first when it's too late and you are moving on, then they get pissed. So it's like they're so far behind that you can't even imagine how far behind they are. It's like they just woken up and, you know, went outside of their cave and just, is it morning already? 3 million years ago. So that's how lost they are, okay? And here they are waking up. They are getting pissed at least. That's one emotion, some kind of, it's a masquerade pain. Coming out as being pissed. They fear something now. They are scared. Okay, you are moving on and they are scared. So maybe, you know, let's say you waited for this person a few years, a few months, and then you move on. You get a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend, or you get a new job, and they start to sabotage that thing for you. Okay, that's how I want to say disgusting they are, but they are not disgusting. It's just that they are stuck in this very old energy, and they are beautiful souls that's being put there. So it's not really their fault, but it's no excuse either. They will, you know, die and leave this body and come back to their old self. But this energy that's here, god darn, it's really stubborn, okay? So, I'm going to take cards for you from the Oracle of Dragon Fate to we need to see more about this, what's going on there. The Lady Grian. That looks soft and sweet enough. So, as long as you waited, they were fine. They still had you in control. But when you no longer wait, then there comes their pain reaction. We see what Lady Grian has to say about that. I am of earth, of the soul star's light. I am the opening of the flower, the love that lives in the flower of your heart. I love you, and I wish for you to draw this love energy into your being. I am a power source that you cannot neglect, because even if you feel you are being of winter, and that your heart has grown cold and hard in order to ease the pain, I tell you that you are now ready to reveal your own life source and warmth to another being. I don't see it, but maybe it comes with the moon. The love you have to share will be appreciated and returned. More so, this warm and loving heart energy will be its own reward. As you awaken again to your feeling nature, please open your heart in this moment. Allow yourself to love. See the beauty in warmth and smile as often as you can. Bring forth your joy and see the opening of others' hearts. Wear yellow, red, and gold, like this Hawaiian goddess. All the colors of my friend, the sun, and you will feel a great flow of energy awakening throughout your body and energetic being. Please see that the seeds you planted, turning page, seeds you planted need warmed earth in which to grow. Yes, they can survive when it is cold, but they cannot thrive. So be warm, extend your energy, and know that your truly radiant self will create great opportunity and abundance around you. Simply extend some heart energy, and I will support you and love you until you are the radiance of the sun incarnated in your own form. Love, beloved, love. So, grow something. Yeah, a pear maybe. Okay, so take this look in the mirror and see, so you don't become too fierce of like a revengeful goddess like Kali here, and try to, keep an open heart to this bully. Not if you have moved on and married, then just get a restraint order, but if they come and you're still open for it, try to show the warmth. Maybe they come here as a warrior, but what they actually is doing is showing their pain to you. So this is not easy, and it was being very complicated, but if this person is worth it, if you feel the soulmate connection, maybe you owe it to them. Maybe they did you a favor by going down here and doing this work and making things easier for other people by, spreading their light in a very dark room, in a very dark body, maybe even. Okay, so, and this is the chakra insight oracle. So advice for you. Had it upside down. Visualization, imagination, focus, experience, manifestation. So maybe focus on the good things. When you think about this person, don't think about the horrific things they did to you. Just feel your own love towards them. It doesn't make you a fool. I think with this kind of combination, you won't ever be a fool again. Not a fool in the sense that you will be, lured into some old cycle. It's not going to happen. The old cycle is gone. It's coming a new cycle here, new moon. Expand your view and therefore your experience of the possible. In the pre-dawn hours of a new day, an individual sits poised on the hilltop beneath the moon. Oh, hilltop beneath the moon. Didn't I talk about this being on top of the hill? Initiating the sacred process of creation. He knows that whatever he wishes to create in the world must first be cultivated within. In the rhythms of his even breath and quiet mind, he opens his vision to the sky. Within this one moment of pure connection to Source, a bridge is built between the highest view of what can be and his current reality. Visualization is one of the most powerful healing and creative tools available to us. It communicates to the universe what we are seeking and serves as a reflection point and a beacon of guidance to know what we must do to achieve it. This card encourages you to include more visualization into your life right now. Amidst the fast pace of change and challenging life, it can be very easy to get caught in reaction, never stopping to cultivate a clear vision of what we truly wish to create, even in fast speed. But when we pause on the path, even for a moment, and take time to clarify our intention, we dramatically shift our ability to experience genuine fulfillment on the path, often beyond our wildest dreams. Our thoughts and feelings influence our actions, and so then up creating our reality. It's time now for you to take control and include more conscious visualization in your life. Consider different aspects of your existence, your vitality, health, relationships, your finances. Practice seeing them not as they are now, but as you truly wish them to be, and without the anxiety. Okay, you will get there eventually. So don't worry, be happy, be grateful for what you have now, but dare to dream a little bit. And as soon as you become anxious and I want it, I need it, then turn into meditation and relax. Everything will come in due time. So feel how it feels to be there, what it looks and smells and tastes like. Write about it, draw it, or make a collage. Start thinking and acting as if it has already come to fruition. The pictures we hold in our mind build feelings in our bodies and fuel our steps into the world. What is your very highest vision for your life? How do you see yourself living and working, serving and creating? Take time to cultivate this vision and to listen for any guidance that may come to support your steps in manifesting this into reality. The more you include visualization in your daily life, the more you will start thinking, feeling, acting, and vibrating as if your desired result is already there. Here, see and feel it clearly. Build the energy within as you will naturally align with your highest dreams, creating a fulfilling reality. With this situation here, try to not think about them as they are. You are bright enough. You won't be, you won't fall into the same trap. Just feel the love, okay? Feel the love. Feel hope for them too, that they can change. But don't put, all your eggs in here. Still move on. Still continue to move on. Still continue to work on yourself. Don't get caught in if they change, my struggles will be over and I can be happy. Make your life happy without them, okay? So that's a song. I think it has come for you before, but it's on the playlists in my Divine Guides playlist right now. So Without You, with Avicii. So okay, I have done this Scorpio bonus reading you can check out, and I also have done some pick a card readings. Go to my channel, the first page, and you will scroll down just a little, and you'll find a pick a card psychic readings, and choose the one that seems to call to you, and the pile of cards, or the cards that seems to call your name, and you will find more about this. You will find out what's what here, and you can get a full understanding of your situation and know what needs to be done, and also what might happen on this road. So we'll also sprinkle out a little pick a card readings now and then, and I will come back with the August general readings for the astrological signs in the middle of July. So until then, take really good care, and bye bye.